guy is not in band with me or in Skype with me, it's hard to communicate sometimes. So basically, I have to lead in. And I see Blitz, and oh shit, he's here. Oh my bad, I did not know he was gonna be there. All right, keep trying to run. Ooh, that sucks. All right, so I should have warded before going in, so that was bad. Yeah, well, I just messed up right there. Honestly, that was just really bad on my part. I definitely could have played that a lot better. And we see Graves, nice. Alright, I'm seeing a tab out here because extra armor and the passive is really good. And so not only against Sivir, but also against this Master Yi who loves camping bottom for some weird reason. So,
first light approach.
Yeah, right now we're just like winning. Bottom lane is winning really hard, even though I have 4 debs. Wow. Graves is 5-0, and basically, since as Leona and you don't have an escape summoner, you're pretty much not going to be able to have. I mean, you're not going to be able to survive that much, especially if they come counter gank or if you want to trade. And with a lot of other supports, you have like sustain or something, or you're ranged. You're going to be able to survive ganks and whatnot. But as Leona, as a melee without flash, you're going to die a lot more. So yeah, I'm 1-4-4, 1-4-4. But basically, I've been playing pretty decently up until that last death. And I'm not sad about dying, because I know that my Graves is getting fed, and that's the goal. It doesn't matter how many times I die, because in the end, if my Graves is fed, I've done my job as Leona, or as any support. And right now, their bottom lane's just gone. I don't know where they are. So maybe they're scared. I mean, I'd be scared, so maybe they're scared. Alright, see Sivir.
Sun always rising.
Alright, I made him blow spell shield. That's all I need to do. Oh my god. Master Yi's down here again. He really, really likes bottom lane. I don't know what to say about that. Alright, fight. Oh my god. Shadow Flash comes in also, so pretty much we're dead. But it wasn't bad. The reason why is because they invested in 4 people bottom. They used Shen ult. Oh, actually killed him too. They used Shen ult. Master Yi ran down here, and they used multiple summoners. You know, he's all my summoners too. It wasn't too bad. But in the end, it wasn't too bad.
They opened it so easily. Why won't the shit even bother? I just watched another video and the guy's like not even going in front of me.
Ever vigilant.
Alright, anyways, yeah. Right there, I was taking for so long, and even though I had so much armor, I had pretty much, what was it, 150 armor at that point with my W on, I still died, and they took a lot of hits. I took a lot of hits before I went down, and that Tabi really, really helped in that situation. So basically, yeah, Tabi was a really good investment on my part. Not only does it give me extra movement speed, gives me armor, and the passive on Ninja Tabi is really, really good against physical auto attackers. So, yeah, alright. And for you guys that are tuning in right now, I am doing my support commentary / support lesson that I needed to do because my old one is pretty much outdated. And I see Blitz, he wants to hook me, but he can't kill me because I'm Leona and I'm attacking him, so he'll probably hook over here. Alright, yeah, whatever. And just gonna wait for Graves to get back to lane and we can kill him again. So, waiting for Graves is slow. I want to be able to break that slow shield, so I'm gonna wait a few seconds. Have him break it, there you go. I used my W to break it, which was really, really important because otherwise I would not have the stun and it would be really hard to chain up. I waited like 1.5 seconds on my W before going in with my E. The reason why is, like I said, I wanted my W to break its slow shield, and because I knew that W would take 3 seconds to explode, I pretty much timed it so that once somebody explodes, I can stun, I can ult. And pretty much that's how you have to do it against Sivir, who pretty much can time her, oops, I missed it there, who can time her spell shield. There's no way I can play all the champions specifically, so I'm pretty much putting in as much information as I can in as few videos as possible. So pretty much I'm gonna play this one Leona game, I guess, and I'm gonna talk about a lot more about each champion specifically. And alright, so anyways, back to this commentary. Just zoning out the blitz for now. Not much else I can do. 15 seconds my ult, so I'm pretty sure we can just dive them, honestly, because we're just so ahead at this point. But I wanted to be clean. I want to chunk them first a little bit before going in. Alright, so basically oh shoot. I'm just back actually. I didn't time my W right there, and that's what happens. He just blocks my blocked a stun, and that's what you don't want to happen. You want the stun. So actually, oh my God, Shen, why Shen? Why? Stop it, Shen. Stop it, Shen. Why is Shen always like? Okay, basically, it's like a 4v2 bottom because their top lane always ults bottom, and their support or their jungle always comes. So that was really annoying. Oh my God, you can't dive that. But basically, yeah, right there, I could have played that. Okay, what happened was that I used my Q stun and then immediately ulted because that gives me the maximum amount of CC on one target. Just knowing how to chain up your spells effectively and efficiently is one of the most important things about playing Leona. You can Q and immediately ult. You can EQ and immediately ult. You can ult and then E and then Q. You can ult, Q, E, whatever. Whatever you do, you want to maximize the efficiency. And right there, I was aiming to maximize my efficiency. The reason why I use exhaust and Q on Leona is, like I said before, is just because I really, really want to win the lane. Winning the lane is priority. Second is just living. I can die 20 times, but if I win lane, then it's worth it. Because, like I said, winning lane is ideal for Leona, and she scales so well just off levels and off kills, and you don't really need gold. Oof. Alright, there's like a billion people there, and I'm gonna run out. I see Sivir. I'm gonna wait. Oh shoot. I see Blitzcrank. I'm gonna go back to bottom. I'm gonna help Graves instead of kill stuff. Alright, this Blitz is gonna die here. Basically right there, I try and chain my spells as efficiently as possible, and despite that, Blitz almost lives. So I mean, there wasn't much else I could have done there. I Q'd and immediately ulted, and I waited for the stun to go away before I E'd. So I maximized my efficiency on my spells, and even still, Blitz almost lived. So, but regardless, just if you land everything perfectly and you channel everything as efficiently as you can, there's not much else you can do. And also me landing my W, so yeah. And yeah, we're just so far ahead right now. Even though I'm 2-6-6, which is well, not that great of a score because of 6 Fs. It's really not that bad. And there, I just chained up with Maokai. I mean, if Maokai goes on him and I miss my E, then that means I suck at this game. I should uninstall. But since I did not, I can keep the game on my computer. Stun the Mordekaiser because he's the one that's going to exhaust him in case he ults. And yeah, 5 seconds my ult. It's gonna alt attack him a bit. Alright, cool. So yeah, we just got the kills. Let's just die. Cool. My ult's up now, level 11 ult. One thing about Leona is that her ult scales so well with levels because the CDR goes down by a lot, and you have extra damage of course, which is all AoE, so it's always good. And alright, just kill this tower here. I want to go back for my A's really, really badly. You can get a stun off on. I'm not gonna do anything for the Shen. I'm not gonna do any. I can't really kill Shen. You can't kill Shen, so I'm not gonna bother using my ult on Shen. If it were any other person out on the server, of course, because Shen is spell shielded, I would just one on them. But since we cannot, I'm just gonna back out. First big item is my Aegis. The big reason for that is because I want to keep my gold per 10 as long as possible because I want more gold. It's going to be my biggest source of income for a long time. So I'm just keeping my gold per 10 there for a while. And then Aegis is a really, really strong support item. The amount of utility it brings for its cost is one of the highest. And that's why aura items are one of the best items in the game. And it's probably one of the most efficient items too. Whereas other really strong items would be something like Infinity Edge or like Death Cap, but those aren't really supply items. And it just costs too much. So basically Aegis, very efficient item for its cost. That's why I like it. Another possibility would be Therese, but I choose that as my second item because I don't want to turn my gold per 10 into a Shurelya's Reverie so early because it just sucks. It doesn't suck. It just, when you're not in teamfight phase and you don't need to engage, you just don't need it. It's not useful for laning, and you're taking out one of your gold income items, which is gonna hurt you into late game. So keeping it is pretty much a good investment. That's how I put it. Alright, so Blitz died. Can't get up here. I think I stunned him. Oh wow, a lot of damage. Alright, I'm just gonna like back up here. Ooh, careful. Alright, kill them, somebody's gonna die. No, my 10 old graves just died. I'm so sad. So sad. Alright, so right there, I mean, he's kind of got baited, and we both just landed our spell at the same time, but he would have landed his, I would have landed mine individually, and good stuff there. Alright, so, oh, I just missed, but yeah, right. It's gonna, I'm not sure we can fight this, maybe we can. Let's see. Oh, I missed. That round it is. Can you guys stun off? Anything? No sense? No? I'm just running out of mana right now. Usually this doesn't happen, but basically I'm running out of mana because of how long these fights are, and I haven't been on base in pretty much forever. Oh god, Master, you're so fast! Alright. Oh no! Oh no, Renekton. Don't die, bro. Alright, cool. 25 seconds on my ult, so... Alright, so... Alright, I'm just gonna back out here. Not much you can do. My team is all MIA, and Chaos is being a dick while I do my commentary. I miss. Can't do much. Listen. Why? Did you leave me? I'm gonna ult up soon, so. Alright, oh my god. Thinking Chaos is so annoying. But really, right now I'm just landing all my spells. There's not much else to say. There are no decisions to be made other than land your spells. There's not much else to say other than land your spells. So, land your spells is. And yeah, I mean, at this point I'm in 3, 6, and 16. It pretty much is a complete stop, and they should have surrendered 5 minutes ago. So we should really push mid and end this very soon.
Rampage.
Alright, basically, after this game, I'm going to talk a lot more about warding and just the differences between high elo play, lower elo play, and really tournament play. So, alright, so we're 40 and 10, this game's over. So try to push as fast as possible. Reverie is still up. I got Reverie now, I'm really sad. Anyways, this is good. Oh god, man. Oops, that's not good. Oh god, I'm dead. Alright, GG, whatever. Can we end soon? You should end soon. Come on, Graves, you can solo them, honestly. Oh my god. Oh god. What is it? 17-1 Graves kills everything. Oh god, I'm surprised. No, I'm not. You better kill everything. Like 17-1. Alright, endgame, GG. No, Master Yi. Delayed pentakill. Delayed pentakill. Oh, GG, okay. Alright. Alright, so game's over.
What? Seriously?
Alright, so Chaos is gonna be a dick while I'm trying to do my commentary. So anyways, that game, what basically happened is that I ran my summers to snowball lane, and what happened is I snowballed lane. So yeah, I just aimed to do something with my champion, and I did something with my champion. And so that's pretty much it. Leona, you want to snowball as well as you can early on, and how you're gonna do that is running in double aggressive summoners, and that's what I did. So we'll talk about masteries real quick. So last game I ran 1-6-23. I got pretty much 6 points in defense, 1 point in offense for the summers we have from my exhaust. Normally I would take this if I don't have heal, but because last time I had heal, I wanted the 5 points in the defensive stats and the extra point in summers resolve. And the rest of my points would all go into utility. The reason for 23 is because of 21, this is what I'll have. I'll have the mana, this thingy that gives me a lower point on flash, which I actually do not need because I did not have flash, but that 1 point is really useless and doesn't really matter. I guess you put on good hands or something. But anyways, yeah, 3 mana regen, with extra movement speed, which is barely anything, but still. Extra gold, a bit more XP. The reason Sage is actually much better than 1 point in awareness, as long as you get 1 kill before level 9. Or if you get more kills later on, it's going to surpass it. So it takes 9 levels of awareness to equal 1 point in Sage. So Sage is definitely worth the extra point. And I got intelligence, or what was it? Yeah, intelligence for 6% CDR, which scales extremely well with any support. CDR is the most efficient stat for its gold. Absolutely. There's no other stat in the game that's more efficient than CDR. But say on an AP carry, you get CDR from blue buff and blue pot, so you really don't need CDR that much for on support because you're not going to really get blue golem, or you're not going to get blue pot. CDRs is really good. And I get 2 points in Strength of Spirit. The reason for this, the math comes out, because I'm Asian and I do math, the math comes out so that Vigor it just sucks. At level 1, you already, Strength of Spirit is gonna be more useful than Vigor at pretty much any stage of the game. So Vigor is a terrible stat, or terrible mastery compared to Strength of Spirit. And my playlist is full, so I cannot add you, I'm sorry. Alright, so that's my usual mastery page on most supports. However, on Soraka, I have a different mastery page. This is what I run. It's pretty much the exact same thing in utility, except I have only 22 points because I want 8 points in offense. If I don't have exhaust, I would take this. That's what, because I want the AP and the CDR. Because I don't need defensive stats as much because I am very, I play very safe on Soraka. I'm not very aggressive because Soraka is one of those champions you just want to be in the back and just healing. So I don't need the extra defensive stats. And so for that, this is the preferred mastery page I have, where I focus more on AP, CDR, the extra AP and CDR, and yeah. And my last mastery page on support is this. This is my defensive one, where I do have the mana. I don't have the gold or the EXP or the CDR, but the goal of this mastery page is to survive. This mastery page is mainly for when I play Taric and sometimes Alistar. I might even go utility on Alistar for various reasons. The reason for this page is if they are running something, the enemy team is running something that is going to be kill me. If I feel like I'm going to die a lot in this game, I will take it. If I feel like they will be focusing me a lot in this game, I will take this page. And typically, it's not really worth it because beyond a certain point, the defensive mastery is just so useless. The amount of gold that you get, or the amount of gold per point in defensive mastery is not nearly as efficient as, say, the extra gold, extra CDR. So typically I don't run this, but there are, like I said, select champions, select situations where I do run this. And alright, here's I want to show you this. I'm gonna go through my mastery page real quick. This is pretty much my standard mastery page. I mean, rune page. I pretty much run this on every single champion except for Soraka. So, if you miss anything here, I will have this labeled and on YouTube and all that good stuff. So if you guys miss something, don't worry, you'll find it later. And I cannot unfortunately go back to it right now. So here is pretty much my standard page. I run armor, MR, and gold. The reason for this is that armor in reds, it's pretty much for lane. There's no other stat that you want other than armor in that slot, unless it's MR for very, very, very specific situations. Say they're running a Karthus Soraka bottom, and then in that case, definitely get some MR reds. If they're running, say, Corki Sona, might run MR reds. Consider it. And then yellows are pretty much very standard. I'm gonna run armor 99% of the time unless I'm playing Soraka, which I'll go into later. And armor is just pretty much the best stat in that role, most efficient stat. And for blues, I usually run a mixture of flat MR and scaling. The reason for this is because you don't really completely need all that MR early on, and getting an extra 2 or 3, it's gonna be like an extra, let's say, alright, well, it's gonna be like extra 2 or 3 MR at level 11. And that's just me. I'm one of those people who want to minimize and maximize the efficiency of my runes, and I just did the math, and basically, beyond a certain point, the MR blues, if it's scaling, is just a lot more useful and a lot more worth it. So I get a mixture of both. This is my general page, but I usually will tweak it a bit if I can, but usually I cannot. But this is my standard page. So and then gold coins it's just pretty much standard for all my supports because gold is good. Alright? Gold is good. That's pretty much all there is to it. And let me go to my pages. So this is not one I use anymore. Alright, I use this one. No, not this one. No, this one. Okay, here we go. This is my Soraka page. Basically, it's similar in that I run armor on reds, gold on quints, but then I have gold and yellows and complete CDR and blues. The reason for this is because I'm playing very passive on Soraka. Not only does Soraka not need that many defensive stats, she also has 16 MR on her passive that goes on herself and all her allies around her. So basically, Soraka has the highest MR in the game, period. There's no other champion with higher MR than Soraka in the early levels. And what that means is that I don't need MR runes. They're not efficient anymore because she already has so much MR. Getting more MR just diminishes the effect of each rune. Because the way the math works on runes, because I'm Asian, and I know this, is because after a certain number, or actually starting at 0, each point of MR and each one of armor is just less efficient as you keep stacking. So say from 50 armor to 100 armor, it's pretty good. Like the efficiency is pretty high. But say from 250 armor to 300 armor, the extra 50 armor is not doing as much. Maybe it's gonna like help with like 3% or reduces 3% of physical damage, and that's not nearly as efficient as 50 to 100 will be like 25% of your armor, or blocks 25% more damage. So it's the same idea, and basically I don't need the MR blues. And right here, I'm running complete CDR because early on Soraka, you want to be able to spam your spells. My page on Soraka will have me at 15.89 CDR of 1. That means I'll be constantly able to stand my heals and all that good stuff. And the gold is because I don't need extra armor because I'm Soraka. I am ridiculously annoying in lane, and I don't need extra armor because I'm not gonna die. So that's pretty much my mentality on Soraka, and those are really my 2 rune pages for supports. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not sure if I missed anything. I went through the runes masteries, and then I went to each champion specifically earlier. You do not go out of mana on Soraka unless you are spamming in a way that causes you to run out of mana. And I do not run out of mana. I never run out of mana on Soraka, ever. So if Nat does that, that's great. It's probably his playstyle where he spams a lot, spams his heal a lot, which I don't really need to because after a certain point, it's just kind of wasted. So I guess you can run mana regen on yellows, but I just don't like it. I used to run, I believe this page, yes, this page, where I actually had mana regen on yellows, but because Sonos is so weak now, I never use this page anymore, and I completely forgot about it. But yeah, if Sona ever becomes popular again, mana regen on my runes will again return in viability. But since Sona is a support still, I will just go over this real quickly. Basically, it's the exact same thing as the first rune page I showed you, except that I have mana regen on yellows because I spam more. Basically, if you spam in lane, you run mana regen. If you don't spam in lane, you do not run mana regen. So it's really, really simple, and there's not much explanation needed for that. So there we go. So basically, I went through everything on a support, pretty much just really general stuff, and a lot of masteries on Moon Page, just yeah, stuff like that. And let's see, I think that's pretty much it for this support lesson. I didn't want to be too in depth because on each specific champion, because I already have guides on each specific champion, which I have commentaries on those specific champions. So if you guys have questions on any specific champion, you should look in the guide for those specific champions. You should not look in this general support guide because it won't have information on each specific champion. Alright, thanks guys. So that's it for my support lesson. So I want to make a quick note or a quick shout out to this is my Twitter and my Facebook, which is just whatever those are at, and TSMX Special. It's very simple. If you guys want to follow me there, if you guys want to like my Facebook, whatever, thanks. If not, it's okay. And alright, just soulmate.net if you have any, or if you have any, just want to know more about any specific champion, any specific support. I pretty much will have a guide on that, unless it's not a viable support, which I won't. And that's about it. I'm gonna make sure I have this these few videos up on YouTube, up on Twitch ASAP, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, thanks guys for just supporting Solo Mid, and thanks guys for watching this stream. Bye guys.